Benjamin Netanyahu has said Israel will strike every site and every target of the Iranian regime, adding Israeli forces have dealt a very severe blow to Iran's main nuclear enrichment site. After a night of intensive bombardment on both sides, Tehran has warned of a more severe and powerful response if Israel continued to strike the country. At least 3 people were killed as Iranian missiles hit locations around Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Iranian officials, meanwhile, said Israeli strikes had killed at least 60 people, including 20 children.
Nighttime in Tel Aviv. Here and across Israel, hundreds of Iranian missiles landed overnight as Tehran vowed revenge for Israeli strikes on locations across Iran. As dawn broke, the volley of strikes continued, leaving a trail of destruction in some communities.
We see a lot of damage, and as you can see, it is a very big site. We have people that die here, and we have between 24 to 26 injured here in the site.
In Iran too, the bombardment goes on. As Israeli officials said, they had now paved a road to Tehran, with several major energy infrastructures said to have been hit today. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said this evening there was much worse to come for Iran and that Israeli jets would soon be in the skies over Tehran, as his comments increasingly include talk of regime change as well as destroying Iran's nuclear capabilities. Tehran has issued its own warnings too, suggesting the confrontation could spread further to include US, British and French bases in the region. With no shortage of anger and rhetoric on either side of this conflict, the fear is that a broader regional friction could grow from these events. In the last hour came official confirmation that US-Iran nuclear talks, which had been due to take place tomorrow, have been cancelled. Oman, which had been scheduled to mediate the discussions, made the announcement, an unsurprising development in a region where mediation is growing increasingly difficult. Fiona Mitchell, RTE News.
Before we came on air, I spoke to Dr. Sanam Vakil, who is Director of the Middle East North Africa Programme at Chatham House. I began by asking her how serious is this escalation in tension between Israel and Iran?
Well, it's very serious, and I wouldn't call it an escalation of tensions. I would say that we are watching 2 countries at war with each other, and it is likely to go on for quite some time. There have been very dangerous strikes, particularly with Israel, not only trying to destroy Iran's nuclear capabilities, but perhaps having bolder ambitions of regime change in Iran.
Now, Iran has warned the United States, Britain and France that it would target their military bases and ships if they provide support to Israel. What is the chance of this spilling over even further?
Well, this is very dangerous. I mean, first of all, it's creating a crisis within both countries. And this is certainly a personal issue for Prime Minister Netanyahu that has been looking at Iran's nuclear program for almost 2 decades. So his success will very much define his leadership, if not his legacy in Israel. There have been severe casualties on the Iranian side, not just among the leadership, but among the population. And it's worthwhile considering that. And of course, there's been damage and some minor death, but death nevertheless in Israel. But beyond that, of course, the Israelis are already beginning to target, I think, Iran's infrastructure. I've read that Iran's gas fields might have been hit. And, if we proceed down that route, the logic is that the weaker party, Iran, is also going to start to escalate and try to damage Israel's infrastructure. And next steps beyond that is for Iran to export the instability into the region using attacks perhaps across the Middle East as a means to pressure the international community. I don't think we're there yet, but this is certainly a very dangerous war and one that is troubling for regional states, but should be more troubling for the international community. And we haven't seen that sort of effort at de-escalation yet.
Dr. Sanam Vakil from Chatham House in London.